And this is the inferior colliculus. Great. What is this?
Yeah, MGN.
It's MGN. Yep. And so this fiber tract right here, the inferior one, what does that connect?
Superior. No, inferior.
Right.
Colliculus.
And what?
The MGN.
Yeah, and the MGN. And then the breaking of the superior colliculus, I'm not 100% certain, so I'll have to ask Dr. Sheen. I keep forgetting. He keeps walking away. But it definitely connects with the superior colliculus, but whether it's, so this is the optic tract, just a little piece of it, whether it's optic tract to superior colliculus or superior colliculus onto other structures, I'm not 100% sure. I just know that it does definitely connect to the superior colliculus. Where it goes or comes from, I'm not 100% sure, but I'll ask. Okay, so then here you have a little tiny nub of a nucleus.
LGN.
Yeah, this is the last little bit of the LGN. Okay, so this large nucleus is the
red nucleus.
Excellent. And what's that do?
That's the motor relay station.
What is this around the aqueduct?
It's a para-aqueductal gray matter.
Yep, and what's that do? We just went over it. Oh, you're cheating!
It's pain.
Pain suppression.
Pain suppression.
Suppression.
Not pain itself. Okay, and so then in here you have a few things. You have a large nucleus on either side, and then you have a tiny little guy. So what's the tiny one in here?
Edinger Westfall.
And that is for?
Eye constriction.
Constrictions for
Pupil
accommodation.
constriction. Can't actually constrict your eye.
The accommodated tract.
Triad, yes. Okay, and then you have the, what's this large one?
The MLF.
There's the
right.
ocular motor in the middle. Yeah.
It's the ocular motor
Ocular
nucleus.
motor.
Oh, okay.
And what does that do?
It's the eye movement,
Right? Which muscles?
except the superior oblique and lateral rectus.
Yes.
Rest of
So it's all the other ones, okay? And so now, what you were saying, the MLF, it's the dark stuff
Oh.
next to it, because it's a fiber tract.
Okay.
So any idea what the MLF connects
3, 4, and 6.
to what? Not each other.
Wasn't the question. Oh, that's all I
No,
know.
I mean, you have half of it, so that's true.
To the superior
No,
colliculus?
no, that's a good guess. It's from the vestibular nuclei and the medulla up to the 3, 4, and 6. So what do the vestibular nuclei do?
Balance.
Yeah, balance. Or also where like your head is in space, right? And so what that does, what this tract, part of what it does is it goes, oh, okay, vestibular nuclei say that the head is tilted. It contacts 3, 4, and 6 to move the eyes to compensate for head tilt and things like that. Right? Makes
Cool.
sense. So MLF, super important between vestibular nuclei and 3, 4, and 6. Okay? Awesome. So, moving right along. Here are 3 fiber tracts, okay? So what is the top one?
Anterior lateral,
Yes, also known as the,
spinal thalamic,
and what does that do? No, you just said it.
Movement.
no, sensation,
Sensation of what? Okay, you have 2 choices, right? You have a face or the body. So,
Body.
yeah, so it's body, right? Okay, and now it can either be fine tactile discrimination or pain and temperature.
Crude.
Crude, so pain and temperature. Awesome. Then you have the medial. Do you want to join in? And I'm like putting my
Go ahead.
butt in your way. Okay. So then there's a big one down here. What's that called?
medial laminitis.
Yes, and what's that for?
It's the tactile
Fine tactile of the
discrimination.
Of the body.
body. Yeah. Okay, and then up here's the,
Trigeminal.
Trigeminal.
and that's for
Face
Face
sensation.
sensations.
all face sensations. Fantastic. What is this white stuff?
Substantia nigra.
Great. What is this dark stuff?
Crus cerebri.
Great. And now there are subdivisions of the crus cerebri, right? And so you have this part down here.
Spinal pontine.
Corticopontine.
Corticopontine. Great. Fibers. And so where? Yes. So from the frontal lobe, where do they go to? The corticopontine.
Pons.
Okay. So now you have some up here. This is the.
Corticopontine.
From.
Temporal, parietal, occipital.
Yep. To the
Huang.
good. I guess that's a trick question. Maybe. I don't know. Okay, so then you have one right here.
It's the
That's the
cortical
cortical
spinal.
spinal.
Okay, and it goes to
The
Cerebral
cortex to the spine.
spinal cord,
Cord.
right? Yeah. And then this one,
Is the cortical bulbar.
and that it goes to what? To the bulbar. Yeah, that's what people say. What is that? It goes to the cranial nerves.
Oh.
Right? These are all motor tracks, right? And so all the other ones go to move your body. And so this one goes to move to the cranial nerve so you can move your face. So it goes to 5 for mastication, 7 for facial expression. All right. So that's what that is. What are these little lines?
That's the fascicles of the oculomotor nerve.
Good. Excellent. What's a fascicle?
Small things, right?
Small things. They're tracks, yeah. Small
Black little
things.
lines on the
Small
screen.
black lines. What you just pointed at. Okay, so what is this? Slice.
It's still in the midbrain.
level of the
inferior colliculus.
Fantastic. So what is this?
Inferior colliculus.
Great. What's in between it?
The commissure of the inferior.
Yes.
Yes.
Then there's a fiber tract right along here. What's that one?
Bronchium.
The lateral.
No, so the brachium is along the
Oh, sorry.
side. So the one that goes kind of around it is the what?
Lateral meniscus.
Lateral lemniscus.
Lemniscus.
Yes.
Lateral lemniscus.
Okay, and where does that come from? Where does it go?
Cotton Eye Joe.
No one said that yet. I'm really excited that you did. Okay, well it goes to the inferior colliculus, okay? And it's from the superior olive,
Oh.
right? Superior olive does hearing stuff, comes up through the lateral lemniscus, goes into the inferior colliculus, and then the inferior colliculus processes it and then sends it out along the brachium of the inferior colliculus into the MGN. Right? Superior olive, inferior colliculus, MGN. Awesome. Okay, so now you have this dark stuff right here.
ML?
MLF. Fantastic. And what does that connect?
3,
Oh,
4,
we
and
just said
6.
it. Yeah, to what?
What was
Some big word. 3, 4, and 6.
This is the MLF.
Where does it connect? I didn't hear that.
It connects cranial nerve 3, 4, and 6 with what?
I did the first part, guys. Come on.
4, 6.
Okay, so if I tilt my head,
To the vestibular or something.
vestibular, there you go. Vestibular
Vestibular
nuclei. Nuclei. Just
Nuclei, okay.
vestibular nuclei in the medulla. All right. So then you have this little white part right here. What's that?
Trochlea?
Yeah, this is the nucleus of the trochlear nerve. Awesome. And then this whole region in here, this gray stuff, what is it?
The periaqueductal.
Gray matter.
And what's that for?
They're pain suppression.
Good.
Suppression.
She gets mad if you just say pain.
Sorry. There you go. And then there's a region right in here. And
Raphe, dorsal, something.
Also Raphe nucleus.
Yes.
what's that do?
It produces serotonin
Sleep.
for sleep.
Serotonin.
Yes.
Excellent.
Serotonin.
Wonderful. Yeah, serotonin production, and that modulates sleep. So if you have lesions in here, like a really bad lesion, you die from insomnia. Like you never fall asleep and then you die.
It's terrible.
So yeah, that's like the worst way to go. But really, like it's so deep in there that you have to be really impressive to break that and nothing else. I mean, I think you just die at that point. Okay, so here you have some fiber tracks, okay, and there are 3 of them. So the top one is what?
Anterolateral?
Yep, and that does? What?
The crude,
Yeah?
crude movement, sorry.
Not
No,
movement.
the sensation, sorry.
Yes. So pain and temperature.
Pain temperature.
And then the bottom big one is
The
the,
medial lemniscus.
and that does what?
Fun tactile discrimination.
Yes. And then there's a little one on top. What's that? do?
Trigeminal.
Yep. And that does?
Face sensation.
Great. What's this giant black thing in the middle? Oh no!
Superior cerebellar peduncle.
Boom,
And the
yes.
desiccation.
And the decussation.
Decussation.
Decussation in the middle there. What's a decussation?
The lens cross,
Yes. Excellent. Where is the superior cerebellar peduncle going? Who's it going to talk to? It comes from the cerebellum
and
to this guy.
Red nucleus.
Red nucleus.
Yeah, so it's a motor relay station. The red nucleus is a motor relay station. One of the large inputs
yes,
it gets is from the cerebellum. And it sits right on top of it, right? Because this is a further down section. So you can just like see it come straight into it. Awesome. This white stuff down here, what's that?
Substantia nigra.
Yes, that is the substantia nigra. And this dark stuff down here is the,
This is the pedipalpi.
yeah, which is also known as the,
Crus cerebelli.
fantastic. And this random weird stuff in the middle, what's that?
Pons.
Yes, that's the beginnings of the pons. I think that covers everything.
Yay.
Yay! Good job.